the time that I get after pushing a wave is not it's not enough for me to go like do a team fight or an objective and then come back before my wave is under the turret.
Yeah, exactly. So you're right. Whenever you push your wave, you don't have enough time to go to bot lane and make a play and then come back in time. That's 100% true. The amount of time that you get actually is enough for you to go halfway through the river and then come back. So as a mid laner, okay, you pushed your wave. Let's go back to when you pushed your wave. And then you moved halfway through the river. You see how the wave is already here? You pushed your wave and then you moved into the river. That's your first wave, okay? You used your wave. Now the second wave is this wave, okay? You're making it and you're losing it. Right now, you look at mid lane, you're like, okay, I already lost this wave. You need to make sure this wave is the wave you don't lose. And then when you end up staying around for this wave and then you get pushed off, then it's the next wave out of base that I want you to think about. See, so it's, you already lost your wave, you lost one wave, and then you're about to lose this one as well, okay? So you just lost 2 waves for this bot play. Do you think it's worth for you to stay bot and lose 3 waves?
No.
I'm Daption, an ex-pro player for Cincinnati Fear, rank 2 on support, rank 14 on ADC on the NA ladder, and a CLOL champion. After years of competing at the top of North America, I've helped a ton of students finally hit their dream ranks by showing them what actually wins games. If you're serious about climbing this season, book a session and I'll help you see the game the way a challenger does. Stop guessing, start improving. For real.
Well, like, when do you think you can kill the Katarina? Sorry, kill the Katarina.
Kill the Katarina? If I throw enough Qs at her to, I don't know. I think I also cancel her ult. That's the best thing about this matchup.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
She wins. She wins until on level 3. I guess she's stronger than me at that point. But and I die. I actually die in this game. I guess level 3 or even level 2 because I try to fight her and I die. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, no, I mean, look. So I play Diana. I play Echo, but I used to play top lane too. I played a lot of top lane, like Garen. These are very easy champions. Played a lot of top lane, but then I tried to play mid lane. I guess I played Ari and Echo and Diana. And Echo and Diana, I really did well with them. Like these champions clicked with me. I've never seen myself play any this good any ever. So I tried. I started to focus on them. The game before this or the one before this game, I was on Echo and Diana just kicked my ass. And then this champion is so good, and I just realized it's an Echo that is not as hard. So I started playing this, and it's good. I'm having fun with it, so I don't care. I'm not sure yet what my main is, but yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna happen where you basically like you play the game and you'll be tossed around the entire map. And finally one day you're gonna have to decide what role you want to play. I don't know if that's chosen for you today, but you're gonna lose versus a champion, and then you're gonna see like, oh, that champ's OP. You're gonna play the champion, and then you're gonna think that champion's better than whatever champion you were playing before. But I just want you to know that's a trap. Because if you continue, think about it like this: if you put 100 hours into Echo, right, and then you lose versus that Diana, and then you start from 0 on Diana, it's much better for you to continue playing Echo than for you to start playing Diana from like scratch. But obviously you're learning the game, so it's a little bit different. If you're a new player and you want to just get to know what champions are OP, you don't really know what's going on, you don't know people's abilities, I'm fine with you doing what you're doing. But once you get to know the game and you know exactly what champions do what, I think you should be like one tricking for climbing. Okay. There is don't get me wrong, there are counters to like picking a champion and only picking it over and over again. You're gonna have a bad matchup that you're gonna have to deal with for the rest of your, not the rest of your life, but you're gonna have to deal with it for the rest of the amount of times you play League. But I'd much rather you learn how to pilot the champion than every single game you're trying to play a different champion, and instead of learning how to play the game, you're learning how to play different champions. That's what keeps people stuck. Like,
yeah,
when you're playing Garen top lane, it's definitely not the same thing as playing an assassin mid, because Garen has higher DPS than Diana does, So just from one of the fighting mechanics from top lane, you're different. from mid lane, you know? So give me a sec. Apologize for that. I think I'm just gonna give you my idea of how you win this mid lane matchup, because you're both playing assassins, right? So assassins always just want to get you between their lethal range. So if you're ever at around, let's say, like 30% of your HP bar, you're gonna die to the Katarina. If she's around like 30% of her HP bar, she's gonna die to you, you know? And so it's just a battle of who can get better trades, because you both have Ignite. When mid laners have Ignite, it tells me that you guys are just playing to kill each other. You guys want to make the game volatile so that you can get as much gold as possible. And so whichever side gets the kill early is gonna decide what goes on the map for the rest of the game. So I'm just gonna go forward. We're gonna look at what happens, because I don't want to spend too much time on laning, since we're talking about focusing on mid game. Okay, this is really important. I don't care what mid lane you're playing. I don't care what your match. Okay, I do care what your matchup is, and I do care what you're playing. But most of all, never do this where you're just standing at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Because while you're doing this, the Katarina is hitting the wave. And if you don't walk up by now and start hitting the wave, she's going to get level 2 first.
But I hit. Oh yeah, that's true. That
Yeah.
is true. Yeah.
So whoever touches the wave first has the advantage. Okay, so I wouldn't be scared as you right now to like walk up here and like tank a Katarina Q as the wave is coming in, just so that you can get prio. Because look, right, I don't know if you know what Katarina's cooldowns are, but
No.
her cooldowns are like not short at all. I think Katarina Q, I mean, we literally just looked at it, so I don't know how I don't remember, but I think her Q is like 10 plus second cooldown. Let's see.
Do you?
11 seconds.
Wow. Do you memorize champion cooldown?
Well, yeah, I played this game for like 15 years, so like for me it's like more natural. I think for Diana, her E is her longest cooldown, her W is her second longest cooldown, and then her Q is her shortest. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah.
Her E is pretty long, yeah. I remember that.
So for you, actually, whenever you play any matchup, I don't know if you realize it, but some champions have longer cooldowns than others because they're more like artillery champions. So for Katarina, she has such high cooldowns early because basically having a champion that can dash around and like pretty much kill people early would be unbalanced, you know? Whereas if you're playing versus a champion like Lux, right? Lux's champion, she wants to play at range. So the game is going to balance her around having like mid cooldowns, like 10 seconds, something around that. And so whenever I'm looking at Diana, I'm thinking you want to take short trades with your Q or like just Q them and then walk out. But if it looks like a good angle, then you can like QE, you know? And so that's going to be your fight pattern. And your Q cooldown is going to be lower than most mid laners.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So yeah.
So I guess I have the shorter cooldown.
Yeah. So you wanna hit the wave first. And Diana Q, by the way, can hit the entire wave. Katarina Q can only hit 3 minions. Her passive is the dagger that lands on the ground.
Also, the word that I put here in the enemy jungle, you know,
Mhm.
I thought I would play that. Like I try to always put that word. I've been told that all the time. It's an extremely OP thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Shaco I think invade the top side. What the fuck? It's not a Shaco. Oh, I just okay. I just mixed between this game and the other one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, forget about it.
No, it's okay. But I'll give you the rule for like when you should ward. One sec. I'll give you the rule for when you should ward as mid lane. Because yes, you should ward the Raptors. Every single game you're gonna ward the Raptors, but it matters based off of whether or not you're gonna be able to push and fight them, or you're gonna get pushed. Okay, so if you're giving up the lane prio, okay? If this is happening where the Katarina is touching the wave first and you're scared of fighting her, warding level 1 is good because you won't get another opportunity to go around and ward. And by level 1, I mean literally 1 minute and 10 seconds. You go and you ward.
Okay.
But if you win the lane, okay, so this is lose lane, prio, kind of. For this one, whenever you win lane prio, it's more around 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So after you clear your second wave, you're going to go ahead and go ward this raptor and then go back to lane. So the timer on your the reason why people do this is because if you ward later, you get more information as to where the jungler is. Whereas right now, if you ward at 1 minute and 10 seconds, let's do some quick maths. 90 seconds for a ward. If you ward at 110, the ward is going to last until 3 minutes. Whereas right now, if you ward at 2 minutes and 10 seconds, the ward is going to last until 4 minutes.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I just have a more vision of the jungler.
Yeah. So if they're a jungler, like let's say Pat's top, and then you ward on at 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and then he walks back through the raptor pit towards the river, you'll get full information from that. But I do recommend, by the way, to never ward. Okay, warding deeper is good. It's just when you ward deeper, you don't get vision of like this entrance right here. So I just want you to be careful of that, because you do this ward when you want to be really, really aggressive because your jungler might be able to invade. Whereas right now, like, I don't really see your jungler wanting to invade. I don't even think he wins 1v1. So warding here is a little bit better, okay? Because you see the raptor pit and you see this side of the map.
Okay. So I was just I kind of feel like I was just following stuff I see online.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And I also, like, my friend told me that you can see the jungler passing through because maybe he didn't start red, and that's the way to see him, like, going from blue to top side to his top side. So that then I can see his buff and know, like, well, what did he do?
Yeah.
Where did he start?
Yeah. So I'll give you the two scenarios, right? So like you said, if their jungler is pathing up, then if you see them on this ward, for example, as they're crossing around like 2 minutes and 10 seconds, you see a blue buff, you know that they pathed up. But there's an easier way for you to know that, okay? So if their jungler is pathing bot, they're going to be done with this camp around 2 minutes and 10 seconds. It's just a timer, like 2 minutes, 10 seconds to 2 minutes and 20. That's the timer for junglers to finish their raptor camp if they're pathing bot. If they're pathing top, this is going to be up by the time you put your 210 ward down, so that you don't have to actually pan your camera and see whether or not what buff they have. Okay?
Okay.
It's confusing, but you can just look at the map whenever you see their jungler and see what buff they have. It's easier, but you can also tell without looking at the buff based on when they appear. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. It's just I probably do that. I pan the camera and put on him just to make sure. But you're right. It's probably best to know where the timers, but there is a lot of them, so it kind of confuses me sometimes. Or I mean, not confuses me. I just miss to memorize them.
Yeah.
Forget.
It'll just happen. Sorry, it'll just happen with time. Like if you keep on seeing them come at a certain time whenever they're pathing topside, in your head it's gonna click, But right now, if what helps you is the buffs, go with the buffs, man. Like I honestly, more power to you. The fact that you're even wording this is amazing. So, also, okay, since I don't see your camera, do you ever pan your camera from mid?
Wait, I don't know. What do you mean?
So pan your camera means like, okay, right now your camera would be like this. Do you play with locked camera? Like your camera is locked on your character?
I mean, I kind of sometimes unlock it, but that's maybe when I'm going back to lane. because the game, I mean, it's full of movements. It's hard to like pan with the camera and like also focus on where you're going. It's hard. So I tend to only look around when I'm coming back from base and stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this like flat out. So
Yeah.
for me too, it was hard like going from unlocked camera or locked camera to unlocked camera. But I just want you to know, like, okay, when you first started using a computer, right, you had to look at your keyboard to press the buttons. Do you have to look at the keyboard now when you type stuff?
I don't need to do that anymore. Yeah.
So it's only with time and experience that you're going to be able to do it. I think personally, giving yourself the ability to unlock your camera and suffering a little bit right now is worth it in the long run, because 2 months from now, right, maybe you hit platinum, and then I'm telling you that to go to the next level, you have to unlock your camera. You would have much rather done it right now rather than wait later and have to suffer later, you know?
Easier to invest while I'm learning than to instant platinum. So yeah,
Mhm.
probably a good reason to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you mean like completely unlock the camera?
So okay, I'll start with baby steps, because that's what I did, right? You should never cold turkey just full unlock your camera and then like some game you accidentally like just don't move your camera in lane, and then you're like sitting here but your camera's here, so then you don't see everything, you know? Like, I want you to unlock your camera to begin with when you're walking to lane, like fully unlock it. Not you're locked but then you move your camera. You just have to unlock it, and then the second you come back to lane, you can relock it. Okay, so that's the first step. First step is from base, just unlock your camera and just like look around the map. You can look at your mid lane, you can look at jungle, you can look at, but just make sure you're like taking in the scenery, you know, like just make sure you're looking at everything that you can. You might not be able to get all of the information possible, but you'll still be able to look at the right places. So like what I mean by that is, like, for me, if I'm looking as a support to mid and top lane, right, what information that'll give me is that, okay, if mid, sorry, what?
I just guessed when to roam.
Yeah, exactly. It'll tell me whether or not I can roam. So for me, that information is going to be different, and for you as a mid laner, the information is going to be different. Okay, so until you get there, I'm not going to give you the answers because that would be easy. But I want to just make sure that I'm leading you on the right path so that you know where to go. And then the second step from there is when you're laning, you can unlock your camera. But the last step, okay, the hardest of them all, I know it's at the bottom of my screen, but whenever you're fighting, then you have to unlock your camera and you have to learn how to like move it around. Okay, so this should be your framework. I'm gonna actually write it down in my notes. One sec, just so that it's easier on your eyes. You don't have to look at this. What'd you say?
When you're like, you mean when you're fighting, like you mean team fight?
Yeah, team fighting or like walking to the river.
What advantage does this give? Like if I have unlocked camera while I'm like completely locking in, like killing somebody, I'm not gathering information or going around. I'm just like focusing on this one person. How, I don't know. The locked camera makes it harder to fight.
So I'll give it to you right now. Give me a sec. So there's a lot of parts of moving your camera that actually help you more than keeping your camera locked. So a majority of the time, right, when you're playing champions like Diana, okay, whenever you see that the enemy is in lethal range, that is your win condition. Whenever you see that the enemy is at 30%, that's going to tell you, okay, I need to walk up. Whereas if your camera is locked and you don't see the Katarina that's here on 30%, then you can't play the game.
Yeah.
So unlocking your camera while you're fighting is going to help you know what steps you should be taking. So for example, other than that, like other than the example I just gave you, whenever you're fighting, this is like from Bjergsen. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but whenever it's like a pro mid laner, ex-pro mid laner, whenever he would play in a team fight, his camera would almost never be locked on him, or his eyes would never be locked on himself. It would be locked on the enemy, because at some point, the same way I'm telling you, your camera movement has to become like you looking at your keyboard when you're typing. Whenever you're looking at fights, you don't have to look at your character.
It has to be muscle memory. Like you forget the way you look. Like you stop looking at your character because you already know what's happening there.
Yes. And like, so right now you might be in a stage where you're like, okay, I need to look at my camera just so that I know exactly that I'm typing the right letters, you know? But eventually you're going to get to the point where you see your HP bar. Like for me, it's yellow because I'm on colorblind mode. So it makes it easier for me to recognize. Maybe you can add that too if you want. I see a yellow bar. I know exactly where I am without even looking. My eyes are on this right now. So eventually you're, as a mid laner or any role, whatever role you end up playing as, you're going to be looking at minions, you're going to be looking at champions, and then you're going to be looking at your mini map. Almost never at your own champion. Okay?
I never knew there was a colorblind.
You never knew what, sorry?
There's a colorblind mode.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can show it to you here. It should be around here. It doesn't show in what's it called? Because we're doing client VOD review, so it doesn't show, but it should be in the video interface or options menu tab. So that's a really important part of getting information, which is like moving your camera around. Okay. So we're just gonna go forward because from what it seems like she's gonna get level 2 first. So notice how like I just talked to you for like fucking 30 minutes and all we talked about was warding and looking at your camera. You see like how in a coaching session sometimes it's kind of hard for me to like go through the entire game, because sometimes students come to me and they're like, I want to look at the entire game, and I'm like, there's a lot to look at sometimes, you know? Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. Like I see here, like looking at this while I am here, like out like a third person right now. I can see that she can't really do anything to me right now, and I am still playing back. Like she just used her Q, and we know high cooldowns, and I'm still like playing back. I'm not trying to do anything.
This is like the concept called like tunnel vision. I mean, it's a concept for like literally anything in life, where you're thinking about the same way I told you your camera movement is like writing on a keyboard. For you right now, moving your character is probably like that as well, because you're learning how to play a new game. There's new champions, like there's things that you don't really know. If you don't look at your character when you're learning the game, you might just walk into the Nexus. You know how like in the tutorial, I don't know if you played the League tutorial, but sometimes, or like the old tutorial at least, would tell you that like, look at your character, this champion's walking to the turret. Like it's because people have done that as when they're learning the game, they would just walk into turret by accident. And so
I think I did. I had these. I had trouble even auto attacking.
yeah.
I have no. I guess I have good mechanics right now. I guess for my level at least. But in the beginning it was really hard. I also played like mages. I remember just getting in melee range and auto attacking somebody continuously because I don't have cooldowns and I'm still in a fight. I didn't even try to disengage or run away. It's a hard game.
Yeah, 100%. Because also what I'm telling you right now is like a step above like controlling your character. I'm telling you that you have to make sure that you're moving your camera to get good information while also moving your character to play well. So it's not easy. Okay, so don't get me wrong, it's not gonna be the best, but it's good that you're already like seeing what's wrong with this picture, where some people would just like look at this lane, they're like, I don't know what's wrong. And that's fine too. That's fine too, where if you don't know what's going on. But okay, this is an important part of mid laning or laning in general. So like you said, she used her Q, so you should walk up. You are walking up, but I'll give you a way to pressure that's even better than throwing your Q right now. Just walk at her. Just keep walking at her. And then make sure that you're standing on this side of the wave so she can't walk up to this minion. Hold your Q, okay? Because if you throw your Q, this Katarina can just walk up, right? Your pressure tool is your Q. Her pressure tool is her Q. Okay?
So if she doesn't have a Q, I can just walk at her and she loses.
Yeah.
I mean, and she needs to back up.
Yeah. She'll lose this minion unless she E's onto it. And if she E's onto it and you have your Q and your E, she's gonna lose 40% of her HP bar because you have electrocute and Q and E.
Yeah.
So holding your abilities for pressure until they walk up for minions is vital when you're playing mid lane. Because you're playing 1v1. For bot lane is one.
I use the Q on the wave like a bot.
You're not a bot. You're fine. It's good that you're matching abilities to begin with. Okay? She used her Q, so you use your Q. But the next step after that is she used her Q at the wrong time, so you have to walk up in pressure by just moving your character up. You don't have to throw your abilities, you don't have to do anything. This is specifically for champions like Katarina, where if they use their one ability, since they're a melee champion, they can't walk up anymore. It's the same thing as like Talon. It's the same thing as, unironically, you as well as Diana. It's the same thing as Echo. Same thing as Silas. Same thing, like you got it, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. You onto a minion, you fighter. Okay. This is gonna be another really easy thing to learn. Whenever you're fighting in lane, okay, I want you to just pot at the start of the fight. Because a lot of players, they just tend to forget that they have 120 HP worth of sustain in their fucking back pocket. So they fight and then they realize, oh, I'm dead and I had 2 pots. So what'll help you is, yeah, I mean, it happens literally for everybody, you know?
It literally happens right now. Like, I die here. I guess I die after this for a bit, and like I have my pots. And I told myself, like, when I looked at it, I could have just used my potion. I didn't.
Yeah. So the way to fix it, I'll show you exactly where you should have potted, okay? Just to make it easier on you. Okay, right here, just pot. After you QE in, just pot. Press 2. Make it, you can make it easy. You can make it easy. You can put it on 2. You can put it on whatever is the most natural thing for you because you played other games, right? You probably have like a macro or something, or I don't know, a key that's easy for you to hit. Just put it on that, and then every single start of the fight, you'll just press it. Okay?
I maybe I like get nervous that if I pot right now and there is nothing happening, there might be nothing that will happen in a while, and I could have just regenerated my health like passive regen and didn't need to pot.
Never think like that. Never think like that. Never think like that. Because in League, you'll never be able to, unless your champion has lifesteal, you'll never be able to get back the 120 HP unless you literally wait 4 minutes and you don't fight at all. So it's better for you to have potted than for you not to have potted. Look at this as like a safety net. And League is not a game where you're like hoarding your pots. Like you have to use your pots. Otherwise you are doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Because right now, imagine you potted, right? You would be around 600 HP. And she already potted, right? So she used one of her pots. She went refill Dark Seal, so she's actually weaker. Refillable pot gives you less HP. It gives you 100, whereas a normal pot gives you 120. And Dark Seal gives you less stats than Doran's Ring does. Okay. Oh, you could have killed her here if you just ignited.
I actually, yeah, I realized that too, but I didn't, like, because I guess I misclicked the thing.
I don't think. Wait. Does she have W?
She has her pot on there. No, I don't have my W yet.
Yeah, you don't.
Maybe I do. I don't know.
No, you don't. Because if she did this and you had your W, you don't have to flash. But this was good. This is a good reaction.
but I keep walking up again. She kills me. Yeah,
Yeah, you're just sitting on 2 pots. That's the only reason why you died.
exactly. I know.
So it's fine. I don't think the game's not over. It's just she has more control of the lane now that you do.
Not over. He is. I guess Katarina is a hard champion. So I win this game. I actually kill him multiple times in this lane after this.
I mean, I'm just gonna put on 8x speed because you should be dying.
Laning.
Okay, that's not that's not what's supposed to happen. But let's see what advantage you got. Because right now she's in lethal range. Once you get your ignite, you're not in lethal range yet because you have a shield. That's the biggest part of.
Jumps on me and he gets like gutted. Like he takes a lot of damage.
Oh yeah. Okay, if Katarina doesn't jump on her dagger, which she can't, she'll jump into turret. She loses like 120 damage of DPS.
Yeah, I saw he fucked up. I also
oops.
have bone plating.
Yeah, that definitely helps you as well. I mean, yeah, you literally just auto her to death like a king. Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. Sorry. It's good. You're pushing your wave. I want to get to the. What's up? Sorry.
I mean, I feel sometimes I get told by my brother all the time that I'm overstaying in lane. Like I'm so low on health and I don't back away. I just keep pushing the wave, and I actually die because of that a couple of times. But I don't know. Sometimes it feels so weird to just back away, and I know that my wave is not pushed, and if I don't push it in the tower, I lose a lot. And at the same time, I really can't stay because I'm so low on health. Then if I let myself tank the minions, I will die.
Oh well, you're never gonna die to the minions here. You're fine. It's just your brother's probably saying that you can get ganked by the jungler, which you can, and you will die. But I'll tell you something real quick. You have to push in this wave. If you don't push in this wave, your wave is frozen. So I'd rather you kill yourself. Okay, whoa. In game, I would rather you put no, like unironically, I would rather you die for the wave than go in base here, because then if you don't push this in and the Katarina comes back to lane, you'll have lost like almost an entire wave worth of golden EXP. Whereas right now, you can push in this wave. At worst, right, you're gonna die, but at least you'll get this wave in if the set comes and shows on your screen. So yes, this is a bad situation, but in a bad situation, you're gonna have to choose between shit and shittier. So you chose the shit option, but it's better than shittier. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit happy that I was doing the right thing here.
Yeah.
I mean, in another game, I die pushing the wave like this.
Yeah.
And because I was playing against a mage, she pushes the wave so hard after I leave, and she's like one shots the wave. I lose so many minions because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so maybe I guess it's not.
Yeah, it's mostly like if you're gonna lose an entire wave of golden EXP, basically you're put down behind by an entire, sometimes it's not an entire level, but like let's say you're level 6 and half EXP, and if the enemy pushed in the wave and you lost an entire wave, they'd be level 7.
It gets so bad.
Yeah.
The enemy is higher level than me. Like it's literally game over. I can't play hard.
Yeah, I mean, it'll feel like a game over, but it's not actually a game over. But okay, regardless, like those situations will happen, by the way. But your champion doesn't like automatically lose the game just because you're down a level. It'll just be because you maybe didn't look for the right type of plays. So imagine in like a game, you know what a seesaw is, right?
Yeah.
So like this is the seesaw. The Katarina is up here. You're down here. She gets a kill. She's up here. And then the next timer, instead of it being her up here and you down here, you're going to maybe have your ulti and she won't, you know? So you're going to be up here.
Yeah.
And she's going to be down here because she doesn't have ult. So there's always advantages that you win versus lose whenever you die. So you just have to find out what those are. And then also, as you're coming back from base, I just want you to realize and recognize if this Katarina is not showing on your wave right now, you have to spam ping danger on bot side or top side. Just spam ping danger because she's not showing. And whenever you ping, the cost of pinging is literally 0. In the game, you don't have to pay anything to ping. Whereas right now, if you don't ping, the cost is your bot lane's gonna fucking die.
Get mad. Did they actually die? Ooh, they happened.
Someone should die. I mean, yeah, they should get dope. I don't know what the Katarina just did, but your bot lane should be dead. Basically. They should push the wave and then dive your bot.
Oh, there is no diving in this. Whoa! I've never seen this happening this way. Now I want to flame this fish. I don't know what he was thinking here.
Okay, well, the issue with what actually just happened is, okay, whenever their mid laner just drops a fucking wave like this, okay, and she showed bot lane, you spam ping missing, okay, what you ended up doing was pushing your wave and then going, I'm guessing you hit this and then you went bot, okay? The actual play you should be doing is you're walking up to this turret.
Is that play?
Yeah, because she just lost an entire wave of golden EXP and she's not in time to be able to defend this turret. So this is your timer to walk up to this turret and get this plate. The only time I ever want you to move is when you're able to see a play in advance and it's gonna happen for sure. So right now, what you did is you push your wave, and does this Katarina have to stay bot lane?
No.
Okay, so if she had just walked this way and went back to lane the safe way, you just lost a plate for no reason.
Yeah.
So this plate is not guaranteed. The Katarina tried diving, and her Caitlyn. This is another part that's really important about locking your camera or unlocking your camera. If you see Katarina bot, you pan your camera to this Katarina, you see her HP. You pan your camera to the Caitlyn. She has no mana, and there's no one else on the screen. These guys are not getting dove anymore. Their timer to dive was here. After the Katarina shows on the first timer. Right now. They have to push this wave in right now and go and dive. Otherwise, they're not going to dive anything. Okay?
I guess the fresh land to hook here, so yeah. That probably should have been the end for them. They should have just left.
Yeah? Well, your bot lane can stay here. But yeah. They should leave. These guys. And also, you saw their jungler, so you don't have to be scared of anybody being mid right now for the next like 5 seconds. Also, if you walk up and hit this turret, you can go hit this turret, and as you're exiting, just ward the Raptors.
Ooh, but I mean, it's a bit too late for that.
No. You would just look at your camera or your character. You would hit this. Right now it's 6:43. By 6:48, you'll be hitting this turret. Okay. So I'll slow it down. Around now, you'll start hitting the turret. Your passive gives you enough damage for you to take this plate in about like 3 seconds. So 6:51, 6:52, the plate is gone. You walk towards this side of the lane. You ward over this wall. And then not only did you just get a plate, you have full information on whether or not he's topside, and you're able to touch the next wave before the Katarina is even bot lane. Whereas right now, you lost a plate, vision, and the ability to touch this wave.
Yeah. So I shouldn't just blindly. I have to stop blindly following him.
Yeah. There's no reason right now that's telling me, oh my god, I need to move to this play. And yes, as Diana, pushing a wave and then going to a side lane is good. But what the Katarina did was she pushed a wave, okay, and then she moved to a side lane, right? But the mistake that she made was after she pushed her wave and she went to hover to a lane, she wasn't in time for the next wave. This wave. She's not on the wave. You're on the wave. So you should push the wave and get a wave advantage. There is no way where you can affect this side of the bot lane if this play is going to happen in the next 10 seconds. So if the wave is here and your enemy laner is not, push your wave first, okay? And then if in the next 10 seconds, so let's go forward 10 seconds, there is no more play bot lane, which there isn't right now. If you pan your camera, there's no play bot lane. Caitlyn has no mana. Katarina just wants to push this wave and your bot lane can just walk away. Just go for the plate. So after that, and them going ball in, you end up getting, I think, an assist or a kill. I don't know, but wait, what? Oh my god.
It's the gameplays that you might see in this type of bracket are pretty embarrassing. Like, I guess draft is even lower than rank. Even though these people, I guess, like OPG tells me that this is supposed to be a silver lobby. Supposed to be. I don't believe it.
I mean, it's probably a silver lobby, but you can still, from what I'm seeing, like your combos are still clean. Like you're QEing really well, and that's like really important for when you're playing one champion. Your combos have to look clean. What I mean by that is like you Q and then you instantly E once it lands. Otherwise, you're gonna be playing team fights, and instead of doing your combo optimally, you'll throw your Q, wait a few seconds, jerk off, and then go in. And your fight patterns won't look good, or won't feel good, because you won't deal as much damage as you're supposed to do. Also, right here, okay, she's out of lane. There's no way in hell that she stays in lane, right? Just push your wave.
You know, I kind of feel like when she has more minions than me and she leaves, I like to let her wave push me so her minions die.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine to do, but I want you to realize you only should do that if there is no chance for you to just come up and hit this turret or fight. Right now, you're 80% HP, half mana. All you need to do right now is one shot. Sorry, you can one shot this wave in about 5 seconds. If you one shot this wave in 5 seconds, Katarina hasn't even touched her base yet. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to when she should be in base. Okay, we're gonna go. She should be in base right about now. Okay, if you one shot this wave, you walk up to this turret, hit the plate, and then go back and reset, you'll be in time for this next wave. Oh, and look, the set showed up, right? If this guy tries to fight you, okay, and you're at the turret, all you have to do is flash over his ulti and you're gonna live. His ulti is like he pushes you into whatever side he's hovering. So if he's from bot side, he'll push you into his turret.
Yeah, that's why he's coming from back like that. He has his ultimate. That's why he's coming from the back like that. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, but also think about it like this. If you're pushing the wave and you have a ward on Raptors, right, from the last timer, all you have to do is push this wave, hover towards the top side, okay, as you're walking up to hit the turret. If you see him on your screen, let's go back to right now, the wave should be pushed, okay, you see him on your screen. Let's say you're right here, okay, you're right here right now, you see the set. All you have to do is walk here and he'll never catch up to you. So
That is true. If I on the other side of the lane, it is away from me. It's be a longer walk for him.
yeah, like hover the side where you know the jungler isn't going to be. And the only reason why you would know he's not here is because you would have a ward on Raptors. If the Raptors are up, he's not there.
True. That means, oh yeah. Okay, I get it.
Okay. Because whenever you ward on camps, it's really easy for you to know where their jungler is, because for junglers, they have to be on their camps. For laners, you have to be in your lane, right? So if you ward the Raptors, eventually he's gonna have to clear his fucking Raptors, you know?
True. I mean, I can track the jungler like in the really early games, but after that, I just like completely lose them unless like there is a dragon or there's a ward somewhere where they walk on that I didn't put.
I can help you with that, but okay, let's skip forward because I'm running out of time.
And I want to get to your mid game stuff because
It's actually the most important part in my opinion.
what'd you say? Sorry.
The mid game is the most important thing. I keep like standing around feeling like there is nothing I can do without dying. Like, oh, I can push the wave, but if I really just step outside of like into their lanes, like if their part of the map, I feel like I get collapsed on from everywhere every single time.
Okay, so I'll help you already because right now you did something that's really good, but you didn't do in the best way, okay? So I'm gonna go all the way back to when you put down these words, okay? So you pushed your lane and then you went and you hovered aside and you put down your ward. Perfect, okay? But whenever you ward, I almost always want you to ward one time around here and then one time around the wolves if you're gonna ward bot side, okay? If you're, this is called aggressive warding, okay?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have information of their blue buff, their Gromp, and then if you ward this, you have information on the wolves. So no matter what, once this set goes bot side, you will know when he's bot side. Okay, so those are the words I want you to put. Whereas right now, you just worded the same. This word is useless because it doesn't show any of the camps.
Which one?
This one.
Wait,
You see this?
I think the stream's frozen.
Is it? Give me a sec. Wait, has my... Is it actually frozen? You see this?
I can't. No.
Try opening and closing my stream. Because it shows on my thing. My share screen.
Yeah, I reopened it. Yeah, it shows right now.
Okay. So right now, you need to not ward this bush because it doesn't give you any information on any camps. This ward gives you information on this this Grom and this blue buff, okay? So I always want to ward, if you're warding aggressive in their jungle, you ward on their camps. If you want to ward topside, you ward the Raptors and then you ward the Krugs, okay? You can walk close to this wall, ward over this wall, you have full vision of their Krugs. You can walk mid here and ward the Raptors. Obviously, I'm just going to tell you right now, doing this ward and this ward as a mid laner is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because they're further away from mid lane.
True. Yeah,
Okay.
you spend more time and you go into their lane more.
Mhm.
Like this set, actually, like people just kill me every single time. Throughout the game, they can kill me all the time.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So one time you would ward bot side, and so now you should have full information as to what side you should be hovering towards. If he doesn't show on his wolves, he's not bot side, so you can hover bot side. If he is on his wolves, just hover top side. Okay. So it should always be like that. Okay. When you don't have information on the map, you go ahead and you can use your ward to get full information as to where you should hover. Other than that, safer wards should be something like this. You like ward here or in this bush. It'll give you full information as to this whole entrance of the jungle or of the river. And then if you want to do a kind of a safe ward, you can also ward like over here for mid lane. It'll give you full information as to whether or not it's coming from here, it's coming from here, and you're pretty much safe, okay?
Okay.
So those are less aggressive words. They're like neutral words pretty much that give you information but not perfect information. Okay, let's fast forward this shit. This fucking Katarina is showing up on my screen. It's making me mad. She has to die. Wow, you used the honey fruit? Most people don't even know what honey fruits are until they hit like diamond.
I know that.
I'm not
Well,
even.
I guess I play the wild, so like it's not like I'm completely new. So I know a lot of the game. Also, I think I've watched League of Legends more than I played it.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Even before I started playing the game, I did watch a lot of games from League of Legends, especially like pro games.
Oh,
So I know what I should be doing sometimes, even though I don't do it.
okay. So that's just that's just a matter of putting it into practice. So I'm glad you're doing that. Okay, so after you do, okay, so as mid lane, you need to have this framework, okay? Remember what I told you about when you push your mid wave and then you go to hover aside, right? It's bad if you're not able to touch the next mid wave. So what Katarina is doing is what you did when she roamed to bot, okay? She sees you on bot lane, so she's pushing the wave, right? So
Yeah.
right now, what is your biggest priority?
My wave.
Yeah, it should be your wave. Now, I see you staying because you're thinking, okay, I want to kill this turret, right? But
Yeah.
there's only one person on the map that hasn't shown this entire time. Okay? So Katarina is showing mid, Mordekaiser is showing top, and their bot lane's dead. So the only person that can be here is Set. Okay? Oh my god. Sorry. Bruh. I've been sniffing all day. Okay. So after you kill them, your next priority is your mid wave, right? But you see this turret, so then you want to hit the turret. If Set shows up on your screen, full HP, has ulti, has flash maybe, are you able to kill this turret and hit it? 2v1?
No, I can't hit if Set's there. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a way to fix this, okay? If you want to over tempo, okay, this is called over tempoing because you're going to lose this mid wave, okay? Being on normal tempo would mean you're going to catch this mid wave after she pushes it within a few seconds. So right now you're too late to touch the mid wave. The right choice right now is you, your Sion, and your Kai'Sa together, you walk in and hit this turret. And the only reason why you need to do that is because this guy cannot kill all three of you. But if it's two of you, he can push you and the Kai'Sa off. Okay? It's good to trade, okay? Right now, you have 3 grubs. You're playing Diana, you have an ADC, and a Sion. This should be the easiest turret ever, but because the Sion leaves, look at what happens to you. And now your play is over, okay? And now this happens, okay? You need to base, no matter what. I don't care if there's a literal golden goose in front of you, okay? And you see the best play ever. You need a base now. You push your mid wave, you came bot, you killed them, and then you tried to kill the turret and you couldn't. The next priority, if you can't get the turret, always is your wave. Go back to your wave. You need to get rich as a mid laner and you need to have a higher level as a mid laner. Keep your lead.
Oh, actually, I that's actually a problem too. I kind of forget about my mid lane wave the moment I kill the enemy tower.
So, okay, that's good. It's good, but you can't forget about your wave. You should be forgetting about your lane because your ADC should swap into mid and then your new lane should be bot.
What? Yeah, I guess. But how? If I in bot lane, I can't. If I don't have flash, I get killed every single time.
No. If you're playing a melee assassin, okay, as a mid laner, and then you swap to a side, you actually benefit more because you're able to kill people on the side lane because it's a long lane. Okay, you can chase people down. Obviously, that means that they can chase you down, but there's really easy steps to prevent that. From base, you can either buy a pink ward or use your normal ward. You can pink ward this bush and then walk here and ward this bush, and you have full information. And then, are you going to be scared of walking up?
And do I just keep farming?
You can keep farming. Yeah, you can keep farming. Your goal as a mid laner is to get fed and kill people in the side lane.
Okay. So I just stay.
Well, you should base now and then come back bot. Your Kai'Sa should go mid and your Sion should go top. That's the optimal play.
What if they don't go mid though?
If they don't go mid, then you can go back mid, okay? And that's fine. But I never want you to just be around the map in mid game, not farming waves. Because you're putting yourself behind.
Yeah.
It should always be, okay, whenever you have, okay, for jungle, by the way, I'll give you the pyramid for jungle, okay? For jungle, it's objectives, then it's kills, then it's farm, okay? These are what junglers should be thinking of. For laners, the top of the top, guess what's at the top?
A kill? CS?
Yeah, CS. And then it's kills. Honestly, killing someone in lane is good, but you shouldn't be expecting it. So unironically, because I don't want to put objectives at the bottom because it's like kind of bad to think that way, but I will. I'll do it.
I feel if I have a good jungler, I always win because I kind of have can turn my brain off and just support every single decision he has. And even if he's not a good jungler, I win the game. Because the moment he starts, if I have a jungler that is aware of his objectives and goes around starts fights, I can always win team fights. Like I can get in and kill a lot of people, and I become like fed beyond anything that they can do.
Yeah, I mean that's good. That's good. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like you're climbing to make yourself a better player, right?
Yeah.
So if you recognize that if your jungler, if he's good and he's focusing objectives or he's engaging fights well for you, then it makes your game easier. Then when you're playing as mid lane, right, and you see that your jungler isn't doing that, then you know that your jungler isn't somebody you can count on. Whereas, let's say you have a fucking Smurf in your team and you see them doing everything right, then it's going to make you a lot more confident to follow their plays. But until they show that they're good, you should not be trusting, like, don't trust 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, in your solo queue game.
Well, so it's because a lot of my gameplay is also autopiloting.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's not even about trust. It's just if a jungler is a good jungler, they start fights. And if they're starting fights, I can be there, and it just ends up being in my favor.
So that's good that you're able to follow up on plays, but the skill level of a player is never by how like good you are mechanically or how well you can follow up on fights. It's how well and how consistently you can create situations that are advantageous for you so that you can carry the game.
Absolutely.
It's you that has to create these situations, not other people. So if you see your jungler doing something that's advantageous for you, that'll tell you, okay, let me go ahead and follow him. But sometimes your jungler is not going to be doing that. So you have to distinguish what is good for you, right? So the reason why I gave you the pyramid is because if your jungler is telling you to ditch your entire wave, right? And you need this wave to get like level 16 for your level 3 ult, right? There's a high chance where I'm going to be telling you, go for your fucking wave. Don't listen to your jungler. Because your jungler has a different perspective than you do because they play jungle. You know what you need best is what I'm trying to say. And it should be like that. So don't go around like following other people because that'll lead you to a lot of sadness and disappointment. Like I'm not even trolling because it happens a lot, you know? I would rather you make a decision for yourself and it be bad than you win off of a decision that someone else made that was good.
The other thing that I had, like, that I wanted to show you, I was like playing with a Shaco, and I don't know if he's a Smurf or not. I mean, he did pretty well, but he was always trying to kill the enemy jungler, and I was always with him, and we like stomped the hell out of them. Because in the early game, we won all the objectives, we killed them a bunch, and it was so good. I even though I lost that game, I would rather every game look like that. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking that a person with me doing things, not just farming, because you know. But you're right though. Like I get what you're saying. Just I guess that's what I thought was right.
Yeah, no, it makes sense because you're playing an assassin mid, right? You want to go around killing people. So if your jungler creates situations like that, it's good for you. It's good for you, the fact that you recognize that. I'm just saying, like, I don't want you to expect that every game, you know, because you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, we are at the end, so I'm going to give you a quick little, I'll give you the mid lane pyramid just to make it easy on you. Should be farm, then kills, then objectives. And then whenever you make a play, so a play is like kills, objectives, or yeah, it's just kill and objectives / roaming. The next play you have to get your wave.
go back to your wave immediately. So right now, what that looks like is for you, the set is pushing you off. You immediately should go and get your base and think about your next mid wave.
Okay. So, well, I guess that's also like a very tiny timer though. I tried to think like that before, but you get the wave after I push it, and then if somebody else comes and pushes my turn, pushes into me, pushes my wave, it just like it's over. Like he already under my turn in a second. I can't just leave the play and come back to the wave. It will be impossible.
Wait, what do you mean? Can you re-explain that?
Okay, my bad. My English is
No. It's just I didn't understand because you're saying that you are scared of going to your waves.
no. It's not scared. It just the time that I get after pushing a wave is not. It's not enough for me to go like do a team fight or an objective and then come back before my wave is under the turn.
Yeah, exactly. So you're right. Whenever you push your wave, you don't have enough time to go to bot lane and make a play and then come back in time. That's 100% true. The amount of time that you get actually is enough for you to go halfway through the river and then come back. So as a mid laner, okay, you pushed your wave. Let's go back to when you pushed your wave, and then you moved halfway through the river. You see how the wave is already here?
Yeah.
So right now you make a split second decision. Okay, I don't know if you realize it. You may or you may not. Right now you decide whether or not you're going to touch this next mid wave or you're going to go bot. You made the choice. I'm going to go bot. But what I want you to be thinking of right now after you make this play is this next wave out of base.
Oh, not the wave that I missed.
Yeah, no, this is gone. This is gone. Nobody's catching this. You already made your play. So look, okay? You pushed your wave and then you moved into the river. That's your first wave, okay? You used your wave. Now the second wave is this wave, okay? You're making it and you're losing it. Right now, you look at mid lane, you're like, okay, I already lost this wave. You need to make sure this wave is the wave you don't lose. Because your play is already done, right? And then when you end up staying around for this wave and then you get pushed off, then it's the next wave out of base that I want you to think about. See, so you already lost your wave. You lost one wave and then you're about to lose this one as well, okay? So you just lost 2 waves for this bot play. Do you think it's worth for you to stay bot and lose 3 waves?
No, that's not worth it.
Exactly.
Get it done.
Yeah, so you will lose waves from making these side plays. The amount of time that you get from moving one mid wave is around to this mid side of the river. And then the second wave is the wave you decide, okay, I'm going to go bot. I'm going to lose this mid wave. Okay?
Okay, yeah. Actually,
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Yeah.
I think I unlocked something in my brain right now. I'm not sure if I will remember to do that when I am in game, but just thinking about the game in terms of like waves, like everything is like you give up a wave and you get a play, and then you are it's either you're gonna get time outside the flame or time or time in lane.
Yep.
Time outside the lane or time in lane.
Exactly.
That's what I'm. And if I always make like the decision, I guess this simplified, I can choose easier without thinking about all the other things that are happening that I will never ever be able to tackle. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean. It's just I'm typing at the same time. Sorry.
I'm bad on spot. Yeah, I'm better in text.
No, you're good. You're good. I get it. I mean, my parents are immigrants who came to Canada, and they don't always sound like they have the best English, but I always get what they're saying. So you don't have to worry about me not understanding. If I don't understand, I'm gonna ask you, and it's not anything personal. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not judging you for it, and nobody should judge you for that. Okay?
You look Arabian, by the way. I am too, but
I'm Iranian, so I don't speak Arabic, but yeah, I'm from the Middle East too. So it's good to know we've got. Yeah.